Welcome to today's online class, children. Today we are going to solve some numericals on heating effective current. Okay, the first question. A heating element is marked 210 volt 630 watt. What is the current drawn by the element when connected to a 210 volt DC mains, and what is the resistance of the element? Okay, heating element is marked 210 volt 630 watt. So which means that this is what is called marked, means it is what is called rating. This is what is called rating. Okay, every device, okay, electrical appliance, okay, there will be some rating there. It works on this much volt, and what is the wattage, what is the power, okay, and how much current that it can withstand. Okay, therefore everything will be written. That is what is called rating. Okay, so now this heating element here is marked 210 volt 630 volt. That is the rating, right? What is the current drawn by the element when connected to a 210 volt DC mains? What is the resistance of the element? Okay, very good. So now shall we see what are all the things given. So what is that? You know that rating V, that is equal to 210 volts. Okay, and P, that is equal to 630 watt. 630 watt, right? First, what is the current drawn? So current drawn here, now you are asked to find out current drawn. So we have seen so many formulas, okay, which is connected to power, okay, power, how it is related to VI, I and R, V and R, everything. So we have to use these things now. So what is it here? Current drawn. Therefore, what is a current drawn by the element? Therefore, current drawn by the element, okay, that is I. I is nothing but, you know, P is equal to VI now, because P is given, VA is given. P is given, VA is given. So from that you have to find out I. Therefore, you know that P, that is equal to VI. Okay, therefore you know I, that is therefore is equal to P by V. P by V, and that is nothing but, therefore I, that is equal, what is P here? P is 630 divided by 210, and therefore 3 amps. Okay, therefore current drawn by the element is 3 amps. Very simple, it is direct substitution, right? Next one is, what is the resistance? Therefore easy now. First, what is that? Resistance of the element. Resistance of the element. Therefore here you know what is I, what is from the rating. From the rating given, you have found out what is the, how much current that it can withstand. Okay, that is current rating also you have found out, that is 3 ampere. So you know V, you know I, therefore I think directly you can find out what is R, that is equal to V by I. R, that is equal to V by I, and that is nothing but 210 divided by 3, and therefore it is 74. Same thing you can even find from P and V also. You know that, see, you can check. What is that? V, P, that is equal to V squared by R. Okay, P, that is equal to V squared by R. Therefore, you can find out even also, you can calculate from this also. Okay, that is P. From this, what is R? R is equal to V squared by P. V squared by P. So, from that also, you will get the same result. Okay, so this is first problem, simple one. Okay, direct substitution. Right, next one. See, how many electrons flow through the filament of 220 volt 100 watt electric lamp per second? How many electrons flow through a filament of 220 volt 100 watt electric lamp per second? Okay, so here also rating is given. What is that? It works on V that is equal to, what is it? V that is equal to 220 volt. And the power is given. What is the rating? Power rating is 100 watt. Okay. Therefore, I think how you are asked to find out how many electrons flow through. So you know, first you have to find out here. First you have to find out the current. Once you know the current is nothing but what is the Q by T, na? Okay, because you are asked for how many electrons. Therefore, current is equal to Q by T. What is Q? That is equal to NE by T. That is equal to NE by T. Therefore, from this you have to calculate N. First, you should know how to deal with this problem. Therefore, what is V is equal to 220, P is given. So, from which you have to find out I. Okay, you know I is equal to Q by T, that is equal to NE by T, from which you have to find out N. Hope you are following. Therefore, now what is I? Therefore, I that is equal to P by V. That is nothing but 100 divided by 220. Therefore, it will be 5 by 11 amps. 5 by 11 amps. Fine. Now, but what is also? What is that? I that is equal to Q by T. Just now I told you, no? That is equal to NE by T. NE by T. Okay. Therefore, what is your N? N that is equal to cross multiply IT by E, na? N that is I is known now. You have found out. Okay. N is equal to IT by E. Therefore, what is your I? Your I that is equal to 5 by 11. Okay, into T. T is per second is only asked. How many electrons flow through the filament per second? So, therefore, what is the time is equal to 1. Okay, and divided by E. E that is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. 10 power minus 19. Okay, therefore, if you solve, you will be getting the answer as that is equal to 2.84 into 10 power 18 electrons per second. Okay, so electrons per second. Are you following? So, how many electrons are flowing? So, yeah, 2.84 into 10 power 18 electrons per second are flowing. Okay, right. Next one, third question. See, which of the two has greater resistance? A 1 kilowatt heater or a 100 watt tungsten bulb? Both marked for 230 volt. This is your even 10th standard you have studied. This is just a revision only, children. These type of problems. Okay, anyhow, which of the two has greater resistance? A 1 kilowatt heater or a 100 watt a tungsten bulb? Both marked for 230 volt. Therefore, first what is it for? First one is what is that? A 100 watt heater. For heater. Okay. What is that? P1. Because there are two P's heater and this one a P1 that is equal to 1000 watt. Correct? 1 kilowatt. Therefore 1000 watt. Okay. Right. And this is for therefore P1 you know. Okay. And what is your V here? V1, V2 both are marked as 230 volt. Therefore V1 that is equal to 230 volt. Okay. Therefore you are asked for which is having more resistance. Therefore R1 that is equal to formula क्या है? V squared by P ना. R is equal to V squared by P. Therefore it is V1 squared by P1. That is nothing but 230 the whole squared divided by 1000. Okay, and if you solve this, you people have to solve and find. Okay, Therefore, it is 52.9 ohms. 52.9 ohms. Is it clear? Right. Next one is for bulb. For bulb, what is P2? P2, that is equal to 100 watt. And V2, that is equal to 230 volt. Therefore, what is your R2? R2, that is equal to V2 squared by P2. Okay, and that is nothing but 230 the whole squared divided by P2 is 100. Correct? Therefore, the answer will be, if you see, it is 230 by, therefore it is 529 or not? That is 52.9. Here it is 529 ohms. Are you following? Therefore, which is more? R2 here is more than R1. R2 is more than R. Therefore, bulb has more resistance. Is it clear? Okay, therefore, that is very simple. You have to make, you see, find out the resistance. P is given, V is given. Just from that, you have to find out the resistance. That's it. Okay. Next problem. A heater joined in series with a 60 watt bulb. Okay. And is connected to the mains. If 60 watt bulb is replaced by 100 watt bulb, will the rate of heat produced by the heater be more, less, or remains the same? Okay. See, what is that? A heater is there and the heater is joined in series with the 60 watt bulb. Okay. Here, therefore, heater and that is a bulb, 60 watt bulb. Okay. And it is connected to the mains. Okay. Now, see, therefore mains, therefore the current will be flowing in this direction. For example, current flowing, because both are in series. Okay. Therefore the same current will be flowing. That is very, very important here. Okay. Now, see, this is for which 60 watt bulb. Okay. Right. Now, therefore, what is the resistance? Now the rating is 60 watt is given now for a, therefore what will be the resistance of the bulb? You know that resistance R, that is equal to V squared by P. Rating V squared by P. Okay. Therefore, see, from this you know your P is R is inversely proportional to P. R is inversely proportional to P. Okay, the rating is given now. What is 60 watt and 100 watt bulb? Therefore, 60 watt bulb, you know that R is inversely proportional to P. Okay, therefore, definitely you know what is R is. Therefore, which means that 100 watt. So, the resistance of out of these two, 60 watt and 100 watt. Okay. More the power, less will be the resistance. More the power, less will be the resistance. Therefore, out of 60 watt and 100 watt, 100 watt is having more power. Therefore, resistance of 100 watt bulb has what? Less resistance than 60 watt. Okay, right, very good. First, now when 60, now the question is, when 60 watt is replaced by 100 watt, the resistance of the full circuit will decrease. Are you following? Therefore, when 60 watt bulb is replaced by 100 watt bulb, okay, therefore what is the here? Heater is there and 60 watt is replaced by, now it is 100 watt. Now, are you following? Therefore 60 watt, previously it was 60 watt, now it is replaced by 100 watt. Therefore what will happen? 100 watt has what is a less resistance when compared to 60 watt bulb. Therefore, when 100 watt bulb is connected here, therefore, what will happen? The net resistance of the circuit will decrease. Okay. Therefore, when the 60 watt replaced by 100 watt, the net resistance of the circuit will decrease, correct? Are you following? Resistance of the circuit is decreased when you are replacing 60 watt to 100 watt. Okay. Therefore, if it is decreasing, okay, therefore what do you say about the current? Therefore, current in the circuit will, what will happen? Increase. Will increase. Current is increasing. Current is increasing. Now, what is the question? So, you have, once you are replacing 60 watt to 100 watt, the current in the circuit is increasing. Very good. Therefore, what will happen? Therefore, therefore, what will be heat produced? Here you are asked for heat produced now. Therefore, see, okay, what will be H is equal to? What is H? Therefore, heat produced. Okay, heat produced H is, okay, what is H? H is equal to I squared RT. I squared RT. Okay, therefore, H here is proportional to, sorry, H is proportional to I squared, Anna. H is proportional to I squared. Okay. Therefore, what will happen? If I is increasing, definitely what will happen? Therefore, H is proportional to I squared. So, more heat, therefore, more the current, more will be the heat produced. This is proportional to square of the current. Now, square of the current. Therefore, definitely, more heat will be produced in the heater. Okay, more heat will be produced in the heater. Are you following? Is it clear? I is increasing. I is increasing. Once I is increasing, what is the R is the, what is R? R is the resistance of the heater. Resistance here in this case, here in the second, heat produced may H is equal to I squared RT na. Usme what is that? You are asked for what is the rate at which the heat is produced in the heater. Therefore, heater coil का एक resistance होगा ना, that let it be R. इसका dash करो फिर R dash. R dash is the resistance of the heater. Okay. Therefore, now the current through the circuit it is increasing. Therefore, H is directly proportional to I squared, which means that what happens? Therefore, it draws more current. Hence, heat produced will be more. Okay, heat produced here will be more. Is it clear? Hope you are following, children. Okay, right. Therefore, once you are changing 60 watt to 100 watt, okay, rate of heat produced by the heater will be more. Rate of heat produced divided by T, I squared R. Okay, that is power. That's it. Okay, right. Next problem. See, 3 bulbs, 40 watt, 60 watt and 100 watt are connected in series to 220 volt mains. Which bulb will glow brightly? Okay, very good. So, see, all are connected in series. Okay. Therefore, because all are connected in series, same current will flow through each and every bulb. That is known. Same current will flow through each and every bulb. Right. Now, out of these 3 bulbs, you know that which is having more resistance. See, resistance R, S, inversely proportional to P na. R is equal to V squared by P. R is inversely proportional to P. Okay, here, therefore, out of 40, 60 and 100 watt, which is having more resistance, therefore, 40 watt bulb only, okay, has, out of these three, has highest resistance, out of these three. Are you following? Okay, therefore, since all the three are connected in series, since all the bulbs are connected in series, very, but that you have to be very careful. Connected in series and therefore in series, current through each bulb is the same. Current through each bulb is same. Fine. So I is same. I is same. Now the question is, which bulb glow brightly? Therefore, which draws more heat or more power, okay, that bulb, okay, it glows brightly. Are you following? Therefore, more heat produced here. What is the heat produced? H is equal to I squared RT. I squared RT. I is the same here. Or if on previous case, you know that here, what is here? I is the same. Why? All the three are connected in series. Therefore, current through each resistance is the same. Therefore, H is proportional to R. H is proportional to R. Okay. Therefore, which means that maximum heat is produced. Therefore, you can say maximum heat is produced where? Proportional to R, which is having more resistance, 40 watt. Therefore, maximum heat, okay, is produced in 40 watt bulb. 40 watt bulb. Or which draws more power? Therefore, divided by T. Okay. Therefore, every which maximum heat is produced by 40 watt bulb. Like that, which bulb is drawing more power here? I is the same for each bulb. More the resistance, more will be the power divided by, what is power? Power is nothing but rate at which the work is done, rate at which the energy is consumed. Okay, and here energy, here heat energy. Okay, rate at which the heat is produced. Okay, rate at which the heat is produced is here nothing but I squared R hai na. H by T is the rate at which the heat is produced, I squared R. Therefore, I is the same because all are connected in series. Therefore, H is proportional to R. Therefore, power drawn by the bulb. Power drawn by the bulb, okay, that is also proportional to, what is that? Resistance. Why? It is H by T. Okay, rate of heat, or you can say rate of heat that is drawn. Okay, that is also proportional to, that is R here. Okay, therefore, are you following? Is it clear? Is it clear? H is equal to I squared RT. H by T is nothing but rate at which the heat is, what is that, produced. Okay, therefore, maximum heat is produced in 40 watt bulb. Therefore, as a result, therefore, which is drawing more power or which is actually consuming, producing more heat, that, okay, will glow brightly, more brightly. Therefore, 40 watt bulb, okay, will glow more brightly, okay, then other two. You cannot say now because power is more, it will glow brighter. Why? The very important one is they are connected in series. Okay, when they are connected, that is very important. That time, therefore, current is same. Therefore, now resistance matters. Resistance of 40 watt bulb is more. Therefore, H, heat produced, is directly proportional to R. Therefore, power drawn by the bulb is also directly, power drawn means rate at which the heat is produced. Okay. Therefore, what is therefore power drawn by the bulb is also directly proportional to R. Therefore, maximum heat is produced in, what is that? 40 watt bulb. So, 40 watt bulb will glow brighter. Okay. Next problem is, of the two bulbs in a house, one glows brighter than the other. Which of the two has large resistance? Okay. Of the two bulbs in a house, therefore in the household circuits all are parallel, I think you know. Okay, there is a parallel connection, household. Therefore, now you see, which of the two bulbs in a house, one glows brighter than the other. See, of two bulbs, if one is glowing brighter, so whichever bulb draws more power, that will glow brighter. Okay, therefore, which draws more power will glow brighter. Okay, out of these two. Therefore, you can say power of dim bulb, which glows dim. Okay, yes, power less than the power which glows bright. Are you following? Very important. Which glows always, you take it. Which glows bright? Which draws more power. Okay. Therefore, bright bulb draws more power. Therefore, P bright is more than P dim. Right. Now, because it is a parallel connection, therefore, at constant voltage, all are connected in parallel means voltage will be same now, 230 volt all. Okay. Therefore, what is that? At constant voltage, you know very well P, that is equal to, that is proportional to R. Correct? P is proportional to R. Hope you are following. P is equal to V squared by R and R. Okay. So it is a household, because in a house, therefore definitely what is that? It is a parallel connection. All the bulbs here, everything, all the appliances are connected in parallel. Okay. Therefore, V will be the same. V is same, P is inversely proportional to R. Correct? Therefore, you can say which is having more resistance. Therefore, resistance of dim bulb will be more than the resistance of bright bulb. Correct? Resistance of bright. Okay. Right. Now, next. See. Two electric bulbs of 220 volt 50 watt and 220 volt 100 watt, okay, are given. When they are connected in series and number 2 connected in parallel, which bulb will glow more? When they are connected in series, which bulb will glow more? And when they are connected in parallel, which bulb will glow more? That is very, very important. You cannot, you cannot say 100 watt bulb glows brighter. That's why I told you. A very important question. How are they connected? Whether they are connected in series or parallel. With respect to that, the answer will also vary. That is why this problem is very important. Okay. First, what is the resistance of the bulb? See here, two electric bulbs, both are having 220 volt, 220 volt only. Okay, therefore, what is that? The V is same. Rating, out of the rating is given 220 volt, 50 watt. It is a rating for the first bulb. 220 volt, 100 watt. It is a rating of the second bulb. Therefore, you know that what is the resistance of the bulb for V is the same. Therefore, R is inversely proportional to P. Okay, therefore, you know that resistance of R is inversely proportional to P na. Therefore, 50 watt bulb, okay, has more resistance. Fine. Then 100-watt bulb. Understand, children? Okay? Okay. Right. Therefore, that is fine. Now, what happens when they are connected in series? When they are connected, so you know very well which glows brighter, which will glow. Always I told you whether it is connected in series or parallel, which bulb draws more power, that glows bright. Okay. Here, now the question is, what is they are connected in? First one, what is that? When they are connected in series. In series combination. In series connection. In series connection. Okay. Both the bulbs are connected in series, which is constant. Current is same. Correct? Therefore, current through each bulb is the same. Because both the, hope you are following. These are all you should know without any other, what is that, explanations by this time. Therefore, it is like this. It is a main. Okay. Therefore, current through each bulb will be the same series connection. Correct? Therefore, this is first, this is second bulb. Therefore, current through each bulb is the same. Okay, current is same. Therefore, what is the power? Therefore, power drawn is directly proportional to, what is that? You know that I squared R. Why I is same? I is same. That is why I have taken I squared R. If V is same, I have to take V squared by R. इसमें तो both are connected in series. Therefore, I is same. So how can I come to the conclusion? I is same. Therefore, it depends only on R then. Because I through both the bulbs are same. Therefore, your power is directly proportional to R. Power drawn here. It is not power. Okay, it is not that 50 watt, 100 watt like that. That is its individual power. When it is connected, how much power it is drawing from the source. Okay. Therefore, power drawn. That is why I have written this power drawn. This power drawn is directly proportional to R. Okay. Therefore, which is more? Therefore, which is having more resistance? 50 watt na? Therefore, 50 watt bulb draws more power and glows brighter. Okay, right. Now next one. What is the next one? Second one, you see. Second one in series connection, in parallel connection. In parallel connection, what will happen? Parallel connection में तो ऐसे फिर ऐसे. Okay, both the bulbs and they are connected to the mains. Therefore, V is the same. Correct? So, V, both are, the potential V is same. Therefore, are you following? Is it clear? Therefore, V, parallel connection, V is the same. Potential difference across each bulb is the same. Okay, potential difference across each bulb is same. Therefore, which formula you have to take here? In the previous case, I is same, here V is same, na? Therefore, the formula also you have to take accordingly. Therefore, power drawn is power drawn that is equal to, you can say power drawn, see here also it is not power drawn, is here equal, na? Is equal to I squared R but proportional to R. Okay, power drawn that is equal to V squared by R. Therefore, power is inversely proportional to R. Okay, therefore, more the resistance, less will be the power. Okay, more the resistance, less will be the power drawn. Therefore, which is having more resistance, 50 watt, therefore it draws less power only now. Therefore, 100 watt here. Are you following? This is, children, every time I have some problem with the space. I don't know, I have to manage. See, this is for series connection. Okay, and next one, this is for parallel connection. Therefore, V squared by R, P is proportional to 1 by R. Therefore, which draws more? Therefore, 100-watt bulb draws more power and glows brighter. Are you following? See, that is why you should not come to the conclusion with 50 watt of 100 watt, 50 watt bulb, 100 watt, the 100 watt means it glows bright. No, it depends how their bulbs are connected. If they are connected in series, okay, 50-watt bulb draws more power, so it is glowing brighter. But if it is connected in parallel like this, then only what is that? 100-watt bulb glows brighter. Very important question. If you understand the concept only, you can answer this. Okay, right. Now, next one. Next one is a household circuit. A household circuit has a fuse of 5 amps. Very good. 5 amps rating. Fuse is having a 5 amps rating, right? Calculate the maximum number of bulbs of rating 60 watt 220 volt. Maximum number of bulbs of rating 60 watt 220 volt. Each okay, wait. Calculate the maximum number of bulbs of rating 60 watt 220 volt each, which can be connected in this household circuit. First you understand, okay? Household circuit, right? Fuse is there. And now the say fuse is, what is the rating of the fuse? 5 amps. What do you mean by that? Only it can withstand only 5 amps. If the current goes beyond 5 amps, immediately fuse will melt. It is very important. Fuse is very important application of heating effective current now. Therefore, so what happens? It melts. Therefore, now household circuit has a fuse of 5 amps. Okay. Now see, here is the circuit. Here there is a fuse. Okay. Okay. Then what is that? Calculate the maximum number of bulbs of rating 60 watt 220 volt each, which can be connected in the household. Therefore, see, here it is connected such that all the bulbs here are connected. You know the household bulb. Therefore, so many bulbs will be connected in, what is that? Parallel na? Household. That's why it is given. Like that. We don't know how many. Okay. Let that be n number of bulbs. Okay. And this is the fuse. This is the fuse. And what is the current that it can withstand is 5 amps. Okay. And this 5 amps is divided to equally, because all are having 60 watt 220 volt only. Therefore, you know R is equal to V squared by P. Therefore, all are having the same rating, means the resistance of each bulb will be the same. Are you following? Resistance of each bulb will be the same. Therefore, what is that? 5 amps, it comes up to this point A. Then it will be divided equally among all the bulbs. The current will be divided equally among all the bulbs. That you have to understand. After that, when it comes out, it will be 5 amps. Just understand. Okay. Therefore, now what you have to do? Rating is given. No? So, every bulb, how much current it can withstand, first you have to see. Because from the rating, you can find from the 60 watt 220 volt bulb is there. No? From that you can find what are all that you can, from the data you can find out what is the resistance of the bulb. And another one, how much maximum current that it can withstand, current rating. That is what is called current rating. That you can find out now. Why? V is there, P is there. P and V are there. So you may see what is for a bulb. P that is equal to 60 watt and V that is equal to 220 volts. Okay. Therefore, I think current drawn or current maximum current, it is a limit. That is the rating. That's all. If the current goes beyond that, that bulb will not work. Okay, that is why maximum current that can be drawn by each bulb. By each bulb. What is that maximum current? Let it be. What is that? Fuse. Let it be I. That is equal to how much is I? That is equal to P. P by V. है ना? P is equal to I ना? Therefore, that is equal to 60 by 220. Therefore, that is equal to 3 by 11 amps. Correct? Therefore, maximum current that every bulb can withstand is only 3 by 11 amps. Okay? So, every bulb 3 by 11, 3 by 11, 3 by 11, 3 by 11 like that, every bulb can have only this much of what is that current. The current should not go beyond it. But maximum current that is entering into the system, parallel system of bulbs is 5 amps. Are you following? Therefore, let there be n number of bulbs. That you have to find out how many is only the question which can be connected. You see, calculate the maximum number of bulbs. Okay, let there be n number of bulbs. Okay, connected okay in parallel. Of course, it is in a household is nothing but parallel only na, is connected. Therefore, okay, connected in the household circuit, therefore which are in parallel. Therefore, each bulb can withstand only 3 by 11. Therefore, n into 3 by 11. Every bulb can have only 3 by 11. Therefore, how many bulbs are there? N. N into 3 by 11 should be equal to maximum current that is coming from fuse. From there, how much current is coming? 5. Okay. This bulb combination, okay, it is connected to a fuse. Fuse can withstand only 5 amps. Therefore, what is that? How much current is entering here? Maximum is 5 amps. Okay. Therefore, this current is divided into, what is the n bulbs? Equally into n bulbs. Each bulb can withstand only 3 by 11 amps. Hope you are following. Therefore, what is n? N that is equal to 55 by 3. 55 by 3. Is it clear? Therefore, 55 by 3 means it is around 18.33. 18.33 are, but leave it. Therefore, maximum, you are asked for maximum number of bulbs. Therefore, how many bulbs? Therefore, 18 bulbs, okay, can be used safely. Okay, with which bulb? With 5 amp fuse. With 5 amp fuse. Are you following? Is it clear, children? Maximum. You can even go, what is that? It is what is the maximum current that it can withstand by each bulb is only 3 by 11. Okay. Therefore, with the 3 by 11, maximum current rating is 3 by 11. So, 3 by 11 into n means that should be equal to 5 amps. Therefore, this is the case. Are you following? Therefore, 18 bulbs can be used safely with 5 amps fuse. Hope you are following, children. Okay. Next is, what is the safest voltage you can safely put across a 98 ohm 0.5 watt resistor? Very simple question. These are 1 mark questions. What is the safest voltage you can safely put across a 98 ohm 0.5 watt resistor? Very simple. What is given? R is given. Okay. Therefore, R that is equal to 98 ohm and P that is equal to 0.5 watt. Okay. Therefore, what is you know that P that is equal to V squared by R. They are asked what is the safest voltage? V. Therefore, V is asked. V is equal to. Okay. Therefore, which implies V that is equal to root of PR. Root of PR. Okay, and that is nothing but your root of P 0.5 into 98. Are you following? Therefore, if you take the root of this, you will be getting a 7 volt. Okay. Therefore, what is the safest voltage that you can safely put across is 7 volt. You can put only 7 volt maximum. Okay. Right. Next question. Next question is, see, a current in the circuit having constant resistance is tripled. A current in a circuit having constant resistance is tripled, right? Resistance is same, but only what is the current is tripled. Current in a circuit having constant resistance is tripled. How does this affect the power dissipation? Okay, very simple now. Resistance, constant resistance, but current is only tripled. What happens to power dissipation? How much power it can dissipate? Therefore, power dissipation, power dissipated by the circuit P. Okay, and that is equal to I squared R, power dissipated. Okay, why? Because I is only changing, the current is only, R is the same. The current in the circuit having constant resistance, therefore R is the same. I is only changing. How is it changing? Tripled. Correct? Therefore, you can say R is constant value. Therefore, P is proportional to I squared. P is proportional to I squared. Here, where, and here R is constant given. R is constant. Are you following? Therefore, now I becomes tripled. When the I becomes 3 times, therefore, what will be power? Therefore, when I becomes 3 times, okay, then P power dissipated becomes how many times? 9 times. 9 times. Is it clear? Hope you are following, children. That's it. Okay.